This is a visual inventory of Incident Support Unit 1, or ISU 1, which used to be a multi-casualty incident support ambulance that we've converted to technical large animal rescue. This is compartment number 1. On the upper shelf, there's a large roll of construction netting. Some of y'all like to call it snow fencing. In the lower compartment, there's several traffic cones. The lime yellow cones are used along with some pins that have different colored ribbons on them to mark intersections on backcountry trails and dirt roads, perhaps where we're going up a long driveway for an evacuation. They're unique to us. Then we have a couple of larger cones that are mainly used to designate safe zones. You'll also see a couple of cords there for shoreline in case we're powering the interior equipment from a generator. This is compartment number 2. From left to right, the orange bag carries various lengths of webbing. There's a tub that has hay in it that we may use as sort of nature's tranquilizer if we need to settle a horse during an emergency. There are 2 rope bags. One is for heavy-duty industrial use, so to speak, for setting up rigs for the horses and so forth. The other bag is certified lifeline, life safety line. Then we have a couple of safety harnesses. On the wall are tag lines. We have 6 of the MUTCD highway traffic cones, and the little red box has some reflector stands. Also on the left-hand wall of compartment 2 is the control for the awning in case we want to extend it for shade or retract it. This is compartment number 3. In the top, we have a drawbar ring, we have a tow hitch with an extension, we have a roll of mule tape, we have a block of wood. In the back, we have a portable lamp. On the right, we have tire chocks, and hanging on the wall is a battery-powered dewatering tool for if we have to dewater a small tank or someplace where there's water standing around the horse's legs where he is bogged. Down below, we have a propane space heater. In the summertime, that will be replaced with a mist cooler. We have bolt cutters. We have a collapsible ladder. We have a generator. We have multiple extension cords that we use with the generator. This is compartment number 4. The yellow object is a fold carryall. We can use it to carry foals without hurting them, and we can also lay it on the floor if we're having to do a transport, because we want to use the ISU here as an environmentally controlled environment. Behind the fold carryall are 2 stanchions for highway warning signs. We have diamond signs that say incident ahead, and we also have one that says staging area. Underneath all of that is a toolbox with a variety of tools that we might need either for a rescue or to make sure that the rig is running correctly. This is compartment number 5. It's also accessible from the inside of the unit. Top shelf is some nutrition. It's high density food in case we get out for a long time and we need it. The orange bag has a full medical kit. There's actually a microwave oven. We have that so that we can heat towels or what have you, that in the event that we have a hypothermia horse and we need to warm the veterinarian's IV. And we can also probably warm tea. At the very bottom is a fence and gate box that has all the various fencing tools that we might need. And there is a roll of barbless fence wire. This is compartment number 6. We have 2 rescue rated life jackets. We have basically a portable toilet, and behind it is a pop-up portable outhouse. And we also have a pop-up garbage can if we need it for long operations. Where things get really interesting is when we step inside the unit. Hopefully the plastic doors on these inside cabinets won't create too much of a reflection problem. In cabinet number 1, we have some safety gear and a bag with horse halters. Down below we have 2 air repurposing kits. The red air for pause kit is fully contained with an oxygen cylinder. The lime yellow one uses the cylinders that are on board the unit here. Cabinet number 2 on the top shelf has some helmets, including the safety officer's vest and helmet and a veterinarian's helmet. Down below we have bulk padding and blankets. Cabinet number 3 has office supplies, markers, pens, pencils, and things of that nature. Cabinets number 4 and 5 have personal safety gear. There's a little first aid kit. We also have the ability to heat water, which we might need to use for hot compresses or to warm IV fluids or to warm enemas. These can be warmed on a hot plate that is carried on board. Cabinet number 6 has some personal supplies such as toilet paper. We have napkins, we have paper plates, we have Ziploc bags, we have canned food, we have cutlery, and we have some high energy snack food. Underneath it is a roll of paper towels, a broom, and a fire extinguisher. Cabinet number 7 is also accessible from the outside. In it are light wands, a large nutrition box, some blankets and towels. Below it are evac supplies, mainly marking pens and duct tape and things like that for marking where we remove animals and to provide information to either other responders or for the owners. We have a big bag full of brush fire jackets. We have the full medical kit, which is a full-on kit for neonatal foals. Down below is the microwave for heating different things such as hot towels to warm IVs or to just take the chill off of people. And then we have actually a Keurig one-shot coffee maker, so we can make coffee or hot tea, and supplies that go along with that. Compartments number 8 and number 9 have a whole variety of small packaged medical equipment, mainly for veterinary purposes, but we can also use them, a lot of these things at least, for human injuries that we might come across. And while on that subject, we have a full commercial first aid kit on the back wall. The long gray box normally stores a jab stick that we can use for animals that we can't get close to that need antibiotics or other things prescribed by the veterinarian. Below that is a ramp that we can use to hook to the back of the unit. The back of the unit will kneel, and then we can get foals into the interior if we're in either high temperature or extremely low temperature conditions and we need a controlled environment to transport. We have an operations console for emergencies such as evacuations and sheltering, and where we have to coordinate with other entities, including a laptop computer that we can put online, various portable radios, mobile radios, status boards, and ways to keep track of information based on the appropriate ICS forms and record sheets. Sharps are kept in a locked cabinet for obvious reasons. On the driver's side wall below cabinets 1 and 2 is a portable table that we can set up underneath the awning or in a building if we're having to do paperwork and interface with the public for some big emergency. It is also in front of a cabinet that says evac supplies, and evac supplies include phone books, other kinds of materials that we might need, record keeping forms and things in addition to what we would have immediately available out in the open here. We carry folding chairs that can be used with the table or just put out so that our members or citizens can rest in the event of a rather hectic operation. Under the bench seat are rubber knee pads, a large horse blanket, and under that, large oxygen cylinders that we can use to provide supplemental oxygen to critical care foals that are being transported. In addition, we have various status boards like this one where we can keep track of who's going out on what operation, where they've gone, when they've left, when they're due back, and when they get back for accountability purposes. On the ceiling, we have a long boat hook, and we also have a long stick with a cattle marking crayon so that we can mark animals, especially those that all look alike, that may be coming from different locations, or we need to identify came from different areas within a facility where they've been removed. And sometimes you just can't get right up there with the crayon and mark them, but you can at least make some notations with the stick. Any kind of identification is valuable. Finally, our favorite feature of this unit is our independent heating and air conditioning system so that we can optimize the interior temperatures to best serve the incident that we're working.